This is why I didn't remove the wheels, by the way. Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Part 21 here on the Volvo Amazon build. Let's go. So I really hope you guys are already subscribed, because 70% that's watching my video is not subscribed. So on the car, this is where we left off in part 20. So in the last video you have seen me working on the interior of the car. We removed the headliner. We did some welding work underneath the back seat, which is still in the car, as you can see. So guys, it is a 44 amp Varta battery, just a simple one. It doesn't fit in there like this, which is actually a shame, because that would be perfect for the battery box. But when I got this car, this battery was actually in there. This is a 74 amp, a big boy. And this thing, as you can see, is pretty huge for this car. So when I walk back a bit, look at this, at that monstrosity in there. This just looks so freaking ugly. That is why I took this one, which is actually the battery from Robin, his Volvo 144, so his green 144. This one fits a lot better. For now, we need to remove this huge dent. So it's actually a curvature which is already going up. So I can't do something with a ruler over it. So what I'm gonna do, I am actually just gonna heat it up. So the smaller battery is fitting in here, so that's good. The little bit of rust damage which is on here, I will just sand that out. Luckily on this car the battery box is not rusted out, because on very many Amazons this thing is just completely gone, and it's a very pricey replacement panel. So yeah, let's get on it. Let's go sanding. So guys, brand new day. And it's freaking cold because it's snowing outside. For today, we have of course started in the previous part of the video with the engine bay of the car, which I am very excited about, because this thing finally started to show like it's almost done for literally the primer, and that is some big hurdle I'm trying to overcome. On my Volvo 240, I have made a metal frame, so you have two posts running down. You have two posts running like this with two wheels there, one post over there like that with two wheels there, and a cross brace like that. So it's actually a frame where the front of the car can stand on. And on the 240 wagon I have it only on the front, because I could only find one frame at the time, and I picked it up from work, but I didn't make that for the rear. So I can't get to that frame at the moment, because that's underneath the station wagon in storage. So I need to make another one, actually two. And we are gonna make those frames. And I think that will be also time to uncover something I've been having around for a long time right now. Look at that. It's on a weld card. It has a detachable torch. That's also nice, because that doesn't have it. And it's just, yeah, I think this thing is maybe 50 hours used, if you even get to that, maybe even 20 hours used. So this thing is almost brand new, and I need to set it up fully. I did get a new welding wire roll, so that's already in there. I took 0.6 right now, and over there I have 0.8, but I always thought that thing was working better with 0.6. We'll see. If it doesn't work with 0.6, we can always throw that 0.8 in the Conti weld. But that thing looks amazing. That's also where gas canister is right now, so that's also very nice because that was normally just sits tight against my press. So I'm pretty excited. So guys, it's yeah, underneath the car. No, joking. This is another one. This one is still under the car, and this one I bought from a Dutch marketplace, and I never used it. So this thing is pretty crusty, as you can see, and it has still some discs on there, which are not even that gone. They are just very rusty. So I might even be able to get these discs turned and maybe even use them again. But this is just amazing. Alright guys, front subframe is all disconnected, so yeah, I'm gonna go try to remove it on my own, yeah, on camera. So wish me luck. Let's go. So my idea is fully detached. So if I remove the stands and hopefully let the full car drop on the wheels, and then we can hopefully maybe just fall it over by me. Look at that. This is why I didn't remove the wheels, by the way. So in my thought I could roll it very easy. So one frontless Amazon. All right, we need to get the wheels off. So guys, the front axle is actually off. There's some weird knocking sound next door, so I don't know what's going on there, but we are just gonna go under the car. It's very freaking cold. So I'm literally having my 3000 watt heater next to me, and I'm still freezing off, and it's been I think 6 hours in here with the heater on, and it's now 11 degrees. So yeah, Celsius of course. Yeah, we need to dismount the drive shaft. That's still under the car, by the way, after a year. And then we also need to dismount the full rear axle. Let's go. Bingo! So guys, another day. Yesterday I started by taking out the front suspension, as you saw, and I also started dismounting the rear axle. So over here we have that front suspension. So I slowly lowered it down, and I just took the cart where I had my old welder on. So this was my old welder. I took the cart from that, and now it's just movable. So we now have a 360 degree turnable, yeah, front suspension. Pretty nice. Rear axle, because that is over here. Yes, I know it's all been done off camera because it's just a terrible mess of filming underneath a car which is that dark. This thing will be completely stripped. Axles will be taken out, the diff will be taken out, it will be completely painted, brakes will be done, everything else, of course, just like it will be on any other restoration. But all the brackets like these will need to be taken, yeah, we need to be cleaned, and all these things will need to be cleaned. But I think these brackets, so the small ones, will be zinc plated. These will just be normally painted. Luckily, these bushings, yeah, are not that bad actually. They are just perfectly fine. And those are actually like that. And then this spring perch is actually put on like that. And then the spring goes on like that. And you get the point. So that's that. Pretty happy about not having to buy those parts. You might wonder why not buy them. Well, because some bushings of this car are very expensive. But all the adjustments plates, like this one, this is the shim for the right front of the front suspension. These will all need to be sandblasted. They will need to be painted and go on. So yeah, my sandblasting cabinet will run overtime. And it's actually been around I think 10 days since I've been here, because yeah, I was pretty freaking sick. So but I do have some great news, because it's 9 days later. We got 1, 2, 3 packages. Let's open them up. Okay guys, I bought some steel. This should have been delivered last Friday. It's now next week Saturday. So this came in last Thursday. It was about a week too late, 6 days too late, so that's pretty sad. And the company lied to me. But it is here, and I've just made a setup, because the other thing that came in were these bad boys. Nice 230 kilogram loaded wheels, so these can hold 230 kilograms each. I have 8 of them, because I have made the simplest setup I could think of. This is what we're gonna make today. We have 4 wheels, and we have a nice big crossbeam with these little slidable caps on there. Those caps will be welded to this piece, and the other one for the stand-up piece will be also welded to the lower piece. So the lower piece is one thing. Then we have just a simple bare metal crossbeam, which is just a simple straight thing. That's it. And I'm gonna find some caps to put in here just to finish it off nice, and I will be painting all these in a nice color. So yeah, that will be amazing, to just have some frames where you can just set your car on. That's it. I'm thinking of making these for the Amazon, because I can just make a flat piece of steel from this. This is pretty thick material. So I'm gonna make a strip which runs from here to here, and then bolt it down on the bottom. Maybe make a side piece which connects to here to make it all sturdy. But that will be just fine. Luckily, I didn't even think about that, but the wheels can be bolted on here. I think the wheel plate is a bit wider, but that should be good. So we can also cut some small pieces from these strips. I have another one over there, and we can make a small plate. You can weld that underneath here, this way or that way, maybe that way. And then we can just bolt on these wheels. So if one wheel goes bad, or if you want bigger wheels or anything, we can just find the wheel with the same mounting plate and just bolt it on there and be done. So the only thing I don't have are bolts. But I have a full cabinet over there. I have bolts on top of there, so we should be able to find some bolts to bolt this down. But that's what we're gonna do today. So I think it's a pretty cool project. So that's what we are gonna do. Okay. And yeah, let me know in the comments. What do you think? We have one frame done, and I'm pretty stoked on this. Look at this, guys. Doesn't this look just freaking great? I mean, the first step of these projects is of course drawing it out. And that's why I have a huge whiteboard, so I can draw this stupid crap out. When you do that, you then can like go online or go to a store and get the steel. And most of the time, with people that have ADD or ADHD, that is where it goes wrong, because those people are just so excited to make this stuff that they order the wrong parts. That's normally what goes on with me, because I'm just overly excited on stuff and then I make mistakes. But today, every bit of steel fits until now. So maybe, but I don't think it can go wrong because I have enough strips, and if the strips go out, I have a 4mm thick plate. So I have 2 spare of those things, and I have 1 frame done. So I think we're doing a pretty great job. I did a lot of work off camera to get this frame fixed up. I'm pretty stoked about it. You can hear it in my voice, I think. Yeah, I just love it when a plan comes together, just like the A-team used to say. This frame is pretty decent. I like it. So what I did, I made 4 plates, one of them underneath those 4 beams I made. Then I made 1 cross beam from left to right, which is of course fully adjustable depending on how many holes you make in that beam. The pillars that go up to the car can be swapped out for another set of pillars to another car. So if I have like a 240 or a 740 or a 940 or a PV544, PV444, any kind of Volvo, but also any kind of like Alfa Romeo, Fiat, whatever brand you want, you can make 1,000 set of those pillars that go to the chassis of the car and just throw this frame underneath any kind of car you want. And of course those pillars aren't that hard to make. You just make a template of the subframe mounts of the car, if it has that, or some other mounting points, and then you run 2 big square beams down to the frame, drill a hole in them, throw a bolt in there, and you're done. Over here I have the car, I have the new frame for the back. With the front you can see over there. So this is actually how the setup will be. 1 in the back, 1 in the front. And I want to use some points which are strong. So I'm thinking of these ones. These are the points where those rods are connected to. Actually that piece of the rod is connected to there. And the front of this piece is not used, so there's 1 little ball in here and it's very deep. So what I'm gonna do, I have this tube. This is a bigger tube. This is actually 1 size bigger than this one, so this one fits in there. These are actually the tubes I have over here, and I ordered 2 extras. This one I used for some test welding, so I can grind that off. Did go through, by the way. The problem I have right now, which isn't actually a problem, is like I said, I can't get the car high enough. So this car is in a bit of a tilt, as you can see. So it's, and the front is a bit higher. I'm gonna use one of these, and I'm gonna lay it flat on this piece over there. So if I use the non-welded side, and I lay it flat onto there, now I can actually draw out a line, which is the line which runs here onto the beam. So what we are gonna do, we are gonna make this pole, and we're gonna cut it like that. Then we are gonna get only that pie shape out of there and smack the top part back down. So we have a flat, sturdy structure, which will be, of course, shoved in there. When we shove it in, it will go way deeper than it goes right now. And then we can finally weld this thing onto there, something like that. We are gonna cut this to shape so that it sits nice on top of there. And then we have a rear frame for the Amazon. Let's go. So guys, this is a very cold and wet ending of this, part 21 of the Volvo Amazon restoration. And I just want to show you guys the finished result of the frames I have built. And look at this. So of course the car is now inside. Over here we have the front frame, which is connected by one bolt in the front, 2 bolts in the back, and it's connected down there to the frame I made. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked on how this looks. Pretty happy with all the welds which the new welder made, so I'm also very happy with the new welder. In the rear it's a bit different, but not super different. So in the rear I use the upward pillar on the outside of the frame, and in the front it's on the inside, and it's connected up here with just a piece of the big tube shoved inside of the frame. Looks pretty decent. It stands great on there, and I can roll this thing outside on my own, as you can see on these pictures over here, which I made this afternoon. The car was outside, and yeah, I'm just amazed on how great and professional this looks, and especially the last one. It just looks so much more professional to have this car on these stands than just having it rolling around on its own frame. I'm feeling great again. The car is looking great. The frame is looking great. I can move this thing on my own, and that's the most important part. So thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for watching all these videos, leaving all the nice comments. That really keeps me going. And yeah, that's everything I need. So we will finish this project very soon, hopefully. The next step will of course be paint, but paint is expensive. And yeah, I'm doing everything out of my own pocket. And since I'm also looking for a new shop, that's a bit difficult right now. So we'll see when this thing will get painted. Maybe I will do it myself, maybe I will get a shop to do it, maybe some collaboration. I don't know. If you're watching this video and if you have a paint shop and want to help me out for a reduced price in trade from some advertisements or something, a nice big flag up there or anything, let me know. And for now, this is it. Guys, please subscribe, please like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching so much, and bye bye.